up, guys? Crime Lord C here, and today I'm doing the top 10 Smash 4 characters. I'm a huge fan of Smash 4. I'd say it's definitely very high when it comes to my favorite games of all time. And the best part about Smash 4 is just the characters. There are so many ways to play Smash, it's incredible. Some characters are incredibly strong, yet not as mobile, while still being absolutely amazing, while others are very mobile and have unique strengths and differences. This is essentially, I have given all of my favorite picks in Smash, from the very diversely strange to the unpredictable and dangerous. Let's get started.
So for number 10 we have Ganondorf. What I love about Ganon is mainly his disrespectful playstyle. What I mean by that is the way Ganondorf plays is very destructive and not very merciful. This is reflected by Ganondorf himself. The way he stands, the fact that his moves are all hard hitting, and his ridiculous punishes. Ganondorf is just one of those characters that dominates new players. I enjoy going Ganondorf on Foot Glory mainly so I can stomp on my opponents and spike them. He's just the type of character you'd go as if you just want to have fun. I will say one thing, and that Ganondorf does have major flaws. For one, his recovery can easily be edge guarded, and the fact that he is heavyweight makes it so he can easily be juggled. His speed also weakens him, but some of his moves are fast and can get to your opponents. Ganondorf has always been fun for me at times, however, he hasn't really helped me improve that much. For number 9, I have Dr. Mario. Back then, Dr. Mario was one of my first major characters I played in Melee. I used him a lot back then when I was young. However, I never knew about the amazing things he could do. Next came Brawl, where Dr. Mario was removed. I was sad that my favorite Mario in the white coat was gone. Fast forward to Smash 4, where I was more experienced. After I saw a video on Dr. Mario in Smash 4 by the real Carterer, I instantly wanted to go back to this character. What inspired me the most to play Dr. Mario came from his ridiculous combo game. One of my favorite Dr. Mario combos is up air, up air, up air, up air, up air, up air into forward smash. I've never done it once, but simply the fact that you can take your opponent across the stage and kill them is fantastically amazing. I'd say I like Dr. Mario also for his design. Seeing Mario with a white coat and no hat is a lot more cool than the typical Mario I'm used to. Gameplay wise, Dr. Mario is like Mario, but just less mobile and more strong. He does make up for many of the things Mario struggles with, but just a little more. Still, sadly, he has the same weaknesses as Mario, which is a real shame. I'd say that Dr. Mario isn't that special when it comes to a threatening character with good mobility and matchups. However, his combo game is still on point, and his lab coat. I like Dr. Mario so much that I even went as him for Halloween. For number 8, I have Donkey Kong. Weird thing about Donkey Kong, back then I used to dislike him a lot. Something about the way he looked and the fact that he made very annoying ape-like noises got to me. However, I came to like his design and character a lot more now. The great thing about Donkey Kong is for a heavyweight, he is very high on the tier list, making him almost a viable choice in the metagame. The two last characters I mentioned both suffer from being slow and easy to juggle, with moves that come out as slow as a turtle. This is why most characters that are heavy and do a ton of damage are all low tiers in video games and can't manage on their own, such as the heavy from Team Fortress 2. However, while Donkey Kong can be seen as a somewhat secondary, he still feels strong enough to do effective on his own. Donkey Kong has somewhat fast moves and strong attacks. I say somewhat because Donkey Kong's neutral, meaning his approach options, aren't the best, so other characters will get in on Donkey Kong and get more hits. However, because Donkey Kong is heavy weighted and has a good recovery, he benefits better where the last two didn't. Donkey Kong also has one of my favorite kill combos in the game. His Ding Dong, as it is called, is a guaranteed kill combo where you put your opponent in a cargo position and jump while throwing them up and finally kill them with your up air. This setup kills opponents extremely early and just looks cool. I will say that Donkey Kong has certain flaws that do put him here. I feel like as Donkey Kong, because he gets hit a lot and can't really land, makes playing certain matchups really annoying. Me personally, I don't like feeling where I'm at a disadvantage all the time and I have to rely on this one setup every time to win. It feels like a match really isn't progressing in damage. It's more of this person constantly juggling this one person and there's no exchange. Still though, I find Donkey Kong fun to use and some of the sacrifices when playing this character is worth it. Always remember, if he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. For number 7, I have Diddy Kong. Out of all the characters in Smash 4, Diddy Kong was one that I never touched. I guess it mostly came from the fact that I wasn't interested in the Donkey Kong video games. However, after seeing how well this character performed in tournaments, I decided to pick him up. I mainly became interested in Diddy Kong when I started to take Smash seriously. I figured, since my friend who mains Mario, a solid character that is good in results, then possibly picking up Diddy Kong would be a good idea. Especially since the number 1 Smash 4 player, Zero, uses him incredibly effectively. So Diddy Kong is a good character, but why? Well, for one, Diddy Kong's neutral is amazing. Not only are his attacks good in damage, but they're fast and have fairly good range. Diddy Kong's forward air in particular is what I like a lot about him. It comes out so fast, has good range, and is safe on block. It can also catch jumps, and as the Diddy Kong players say, you can turret gun forward air constantly. As well as that, Diddy Kong gets kills off of his grab and has a good setups into a kill from his down tilt. But what makes Diddy Kong amazing and also annoying is his down B, the banana. When Diddy Kong takes out his banana, he can hold on to it and throw it at his opponent to make them trip. So you can get a free grab or kill. Not to mention that if you throw it on a shielding opponent, you condition them to either add pressure from down tilt or grab, both being Diddy Kong's strongest kill options. So basically Diddy Kong controls the way you play, while also being aggressive, but somewhat safe. That's nuts. Playing such a mix-up game has gotta hurt for the brain. However, I eventually dropped maining him. For starters, I couldn't get used to his movement. I find Diddy Kong's movement to be hard to control at times. Simply landing a short hop forward air while perfectly spaced and hitting was very difficult. I also find it hard landing as Diddy Kong against a good opponent. While Diddy Kong has his fair share of mix-ups and tricks while landing, I find them all difficult to do. Finally, simply getting comboed as Diddy Kong sucks. It's not as bad as Fox or Falcon getting comboed, but it certainly is a lot of percent. Despite all that, Diddy Kong has proven to be a strong pick in the metagame, and will constantly be improving thanks to Zero. So, for number 6 I have Cloud Strife. Smash 4 DLC was amazing. Simply the fact that even after all the characters were announced in Smash 4 when the game came out, and there were still more to come was hype. However, it also made many major differences in the Smash 4 tier list, and Cloud was possibly one of the major ones to do such a thing. When I first started playing as Cloud, I instantly got used to the way he controls. Simply gliding across the stage with Cloud was so smooth and easy. Not to mention, he's one of the few characters that can extended dash dance effectively from side to side. Cloud has everything that many of the top tiers in Smash 4 have. Good matchups? Check. Good range? Check. Good kill options? Of course. Cloud also can use his down B limit It takes a while to charge by hand, but simply getting a hit will give you limit. When Cloud has limit, all his special moves such as his side B become stronger. It also makes Cloud move faster. I wouldn't say that this is Cloud's strongest form, but it's 100% his strongest form. I'd say Cloud helped me a lot more than Diddy Kong did because he was so easy to pick up and play. The fact that Cloud is so easy to play while being so effective is where the joke Pocket Cloud was born, meaning that everyone has a Pocket Cloud in this current meta, and I gotta say that this is quite true. Most every top player mains or has a Cloud. However, even though he is easy in the neutral, his disadvantage is really bad. That being, his recovery is almost worse than Lil Max. Whenever Cloud uses his up B, he doesn't instantly grab the ledge. He instead will sometimes go slightly above it. So if you lose your jump and get down smashed by the ledge, that's Cloud's stock. And since players are getting better and better at edge guarding Cloud, things get even more stressful for Cloud. There are ways of counter-attacking, but you have to be very precise when recovering and not get stage spiked. However, because Cloud's neutral is so good, you might not be put in disadvantage that many times. I'd say Cloud's a fairly good choice to start off in Smash 4. So for number 5, I have Wario. Wario was a character I liked all the way back in Brawl. His goofy nature and design always stuck out the most, and I'd say he's one of my favorite Nintendo characters. Even better, he plays similar to his goofy side while being an effective new playstyle in Smash 4. Wario is absolutely hilarious in Smash 4. The way Wario makes a sound after using an attack is really funny, such as his side B bike attack where he shouts out "Go!" and his down tilt where he goes "Here, here, here." As well as being funny, Wario as a fighter is very unpredictable. His fast movement in the air almost matches Jigglypuff, and the fact that he's floaty while being heavy weighted makes him survive up to higher percents while still moving in the air fluently. Then of course there is Wario's fart attack, also known as his waft. Wario's waft is possibly the most strongest attack in the game, essentially being one giant gas explosion that can clutch out games, and unlike Donkey Kong, Wario has a somewhat better neutral. Even if you don't need to clutch it out, you can also use the half dwarf, which comes out fast and kills not as early. Playing as Wario is fun. Not only is it cool to see Wario clutch it out in the end, but it also helps that I can at least keep up a fight rather than just getting juggled all the time. I also don't find that many flaws when it comes to Wario. I guess he got this spot because I had more fun with the next characters on the list. For number 4, I have Mario. Mario back then was one of my mains. I used to like him a lot after watching my favorite player Ally use him in tournaments, constantly able to clutch it out with combos and good fundamentals. However, because the majority of my friends play him, and the fact that I got more interested with other characters made me drop him. Still, however, I find him to be a ton of fun. Like Dr. Mario, Mario's combos are ridiculously good, to the point where one grab can add up to 70% damage or more on an opponent. Coupled with that, Mario's fast moves can be used for aggression. Almost all Mario players I've come across are extremely aggressive. Mario's combos can be very satisfying to pull off, especially up air into Mario's forward air spike. It's the coolest spike in the game, and it's the closest thing to a basketball dunk or volleyball spike. Though Mario is good at combos and aggression, characters with long range can keep Mario out with his short limbs. Characters like Cloud and Marth give him a nightmare, as his slow speed and range make landing hits difficult. He even has major trouble simply landing. However, getting a grab and following up with the most nastiest combo you can think of is where Mario shines. For number 3, I have Lil Mac. Lil Mac was possibly the first character I picked up and mained in Smash 4. While I wasn't into the Punch-Out series, I will say that it was amazing to finally have a Nintendo Boxer character in a game all about fighting. Now, you might all be surprised that I put Lil Mac this high for a character that is known for being bad at recovering and getting juggled. However, Lil Mac's design in Smash 4 perfectly represents how he plays in Punch-Out and is very rewarding. In Punch-Out, the idea of the game is that Lil Mac is a short, not very strong character compared to the dudes you're fighting, and who sometimes will cheat and are way bigger and do more damage. So you would question, how is this even fair? However, what makes Lil Mac unique in those games is that his hits do less damage, but the strong hits from the boxers are very predictable and easy to dodge. So simply by being smarter and knowing how to adapt is how you win, which is what I like the most about Lil Mac in Smash 4. In Smash 4, as Lil Mac, I play more defensive and precise. I don't try to make bad decisions, and I work on improving. That's what I like a lot about Lil Mac. He perfectly designed to play against your opponent's weaknesses. A good Lil Mac that doesn't fall for getting gimped is a very scary one. The why is Lil Mac at number 3? Well, Lil Mac is crazy hard to play. So hard that even one mistake will cost you. And if that's all it takes against characters that can make up for these things, then I'd much rather play as them. Perfection is almost impossible with Lil Mac, and I often feel stressed while playing him. Though there are times I'll play him casually and I'll have fun. For number 2, I have Lucina. I honestly didn't think Lucina would get this far. While Marth and Lucina are practically the same thing, it was always known to many that Marth is considerably better than Lucina. However, after seeing Zero's video on why he prefers Lucina over Marth, I came to understand that this was in fact the character I needed to use. The main difference being that Lucina's attacks from her sword does the same damage on her entire blade, where with Marth, the strongest part is at the tip and the least strongest at the bottom. This makes Lucina a lot more consistent, as there won't be a time where you accidentally try to kill your opponent, but you don't hit it with the strongest part. This makes Lucina's combos more easier. I like Lucina for the fact that she is balanced when it comes to kill power, pressure, speed, and damage. There's nothing you can abuse with Lucina aside from her shield breaker. Her movement and combos are very easy to hit and makes playing as her in the neutral quite easy. She can also edge guard very effectively and can go extremely deep while having a safe recovery. Lucina as a character is kind of bland per se, but I can at least work on fundamentals and spacing rather than crazy lapped out combos. For number 1, I have the man himself, Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon is a fan favorite of any Smasher. His speed and aggression makes him extremely deadly on the ground. Even better, his speed helps him get into his opponent's face to get a dash grab and a strong combo going. Captain Falcon's combo game and punches are just destructive. He's possibly one of the most hyped characters in Smash, with combos such as up air into knee, up air into down air, and nair into knee, which kills opponents extremely early. As well as that, Captain Falcon has kill setups from his grab and can kill it quickly with his back air. He even helps when it comes to improving in a not so bland way like Lucina. He even doesn't have that many bad matchups and has got amazing wins at the top level of play thanks to Fatality, the Captain Falcon player. Captain Falcon has helped me a lot recently when it comes to improving, and his simple yet addicting style is what puts him this high.
So those were my picks for the top 10 Smash 4 characters of all time. If you like what you saw, like, subscribe, whatever, you know the deal. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.